something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that.
Hello everybody and welcome to opening day 2024 here in Chicago, as we're starting off the 2025 campaign with the Chicago Cubs, trying to see if we can get ourselves to at least the playoffs. That'd be nice. And try to, or better yet, try to get a World Series championship back to the north side of Chicago. Hello everybody, welcome to Mission Recondition, and this is the MLB version of it, as we're playing with the Chicago Cubs this year, as we're trying to recondition and refurbish this franchise and try to bring it back the glory that we had back in 2016. As we are opening day here, and of course this game is the huge game there in Tokyo. This is the Tokyo series, which we had a couple of weeks ago, and there we are here today. Of course, it's a 2-game series, and this will be the Cubbies here as we're taking on the World Series champions, the Los Angeles Dodgers. I almost call them the Brooklyn Dodgers there. Jeez. Yeah. Anyways, it's been a long night. But there you see the projections here for the 2025 season. Of course, Kyle Tucker is going to be a guy that we're going to be really trying to build this team around here for the next, I would say for the next 2 or 3 seasons, if we can do so here. As long as we keep him healthy and have a good, strong pitching staff here, I think we have a future here with a lot of young talent that we have coming up through our farm system, as you see in the introduction episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and of course definitely check out that video as well if you have not seen it yet. But Justin Steele will be on the hill for us. He'll be on the rubber here today, as he's a 68 overall B potential star southpaw here. He's been in the league for 3 seasons, and he's had a blossoming start here late in his career. 29 years of age, from Mississippi, 6'2", 205 pounds. And there you see his numbers from last season. Over 130 innings for work. He had a 3.07 ERA with a 1.10 whip, as well as a WAR of 3.2. So our job here is try to outdo this guy right here, Shohei Ohtani, who last year was just or actually the last couple of seasons now, he has just been on fire. And of course, he is a 2-way player. He pitches and he also is a great batter. And this is definitely going to be a pain in the butt to deal with a guy that has that kind of a talent. So Shohei Ohtani, of course, had that big contract, or has a big contract with the Dodgers, and of course, he is going to be that guy that's going to try to drag them to the finish line here, just like last year, winning that World Series championship to the Dodgers. Of course, Dodgers has a plethora of money thrown out there. Of course, they got Freddie Freeman, Kim, Ohtani as well, and of course, Will Smith, as well as several other players as well, Mookie Betts. So, I mean, up and down that lineup, it's just brutal. And we're going to have to deal with it here today. And, of course, our lineup is not bad at all. I think, for the most part here, I think our 3, 4, and 5, and I might even say our 6th hitter is pretty good. We got pretty decent guys here. Not Dodger bad, not Dodger great, but we definitely can put some guys out here. So we'll go ahead to the top of the first here. We'll see Justin taking on Freddie Freeman. This is going to be a pop-up out to shallow right field. This should be an easy enough catch there for Tucker. And we will get the first out here on opening day. As you take a look at the lineup for the Dodgers, Betts coming up to the bat here. Shohei Ohtani, Muncy, Hernandez, Smith, Page, Eldman, and Rosa. There are Roja, I should say, are your batters there. So we'll see what we can do against these guys here today. As Mookie Betts has nobody on board and 1 out. And he's looking at an 0-2 pitch. And Justin able to get that sinker inside. Gets him and has him walking back to the dugout there. As now we have 2 down for the Dodgers here. So Dodgers, which I'm still afraid of. It's still early. They're known to score quick and early here. We're going to try to do our best to avoid that. As see another swing and miss there. That is Shohei Ohtani who's going for a whiff. And that will, of course, end the first half of the first inning. So no runs come across, no hits. Justin doing his job there. Great job there. Great performance from him. Nico Hoerner is next, as we'll see Hoerner here. Up to bat here. He's got a 1-0 count here. As we'll see the pitch here. This is going to be caught and taken there by Freddie Freeman. And that's going to be a quick out, number 1 there for the Cubbies. As we take a look at the Cubbies lineup, Hoerner, Birdie, Tucker, Suzuki, Happ. I'm really excited about the 3, 4, 5 guys. Even Justin Turner, like I said, 6. Dansby Swanson. I feel like we can probably move him up some if we, depending on how he hits this year. And so I think we got a pretty good lineup there. Really from really batters 3 to 6 or 7 there. It's Birdie here, swings and misses there, goes chasing. And Shohei Ohtani is definitely doing what he does best there, is get guys bat moving and getting them to go to places they should not be going to. Is we'll see Tucker will take a huge whiff there inside, and that will retire the side for the Cubbies here. So the Cubbies come up empty as well, as now we'll jump to the top of the second. And now Max Muncy up to bat here. And Muncy here getting the pitch here from Steele. Steele's going to give this one up there. That's going to be dive missed there by Justin, as that'll be the first runner here in today's game on board. So there, Max Muncy gets his first hit of the season, as we see here. And this is one of the things I love about the show. They show great action shots here with the show drone. And that's going to be a base hit for the Dodgers. Now, Dodgers have 1 on here, nobody out, as we'll see here Osco Hernandez here hits this one out there to deep center field, and that'll be out number 1 here on the Dodgers, as Dodgers leave 1 stranded out there, and we still are not out of the woods yet with these guys. As Will Smith will be next, the catcher, 248 last season, and a couple about 26 home runs for him. We'll see if we can get him in a double play situation here, as this one will be a chopper. Steele here trying to get this one down to first, and he does, as Turner is able to get the catch, and that is going to be out number 2. So Turner gets one of his fellow teammates out. Of course, Turner, remember, he was back in that World Series team that a couple years ago when they won. He was with that club and did very well. He also in the World Series the year that the Dodgers took on the Red Sox. This one's going to go right down the third base line. App is going to have to get down the line here. He's got to throw this one in there to second, but whoa, that throws off target big time. And we'll have to see about that. Whoa, what is going on with that throw there? As Page now drives in a run. And that's going to be the first run of the game here for the Dodgers, as this one gets ripped right down the third base line. And Page does a great job there getting himself in scoring position now. It's 1-0 Dodgers. Here as we have a 2-2 count now on Edman, as he's the 8th batter. And the lineup, and there you see Mata here is going to throw it down the field, down the first base line, and get the runner out, and that's going to end the side. As Andy Pages shows what he can do there with that bat here in the top half of the second. Cubs got to try to come back here in the top half of the second themselves if they want to stay alive here, and especially early on. So Suzuki will be up next here with leading off here at the top of the second, or excuse me, at the bottom of the second here. And, of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification As we see Suzuki drops this one there. Nice job there out to left center field. That's going to be a base hit. And that's going to put the first Cubby on the base pass here for us. As we see the replay here, Ian Happ will be next, and we'll see what he can do as Suzuki. Great hit there, and I'm really looking forward to he's got great contact there. I can't wait to see him and those situations where we can, find a gap somewhere or find out there a shallow center field or right field or center field there for a hit. But we see a third strikeout now being put upon by Shohei as they get Ian Happ out on that at bat. Next up, it's going to be Justin Turner with 1 on and 1 out. You see Clark celebrating there on the dugout and hanging out with the fans. There you see JT, Justin Turner getting some love there. And they're already talking about wanting him to be MVP. We'll see what he can do here this season. Hopefully that'll be the case. As we have a 1-0 count here. That ball is going to be a dribble there to short. They're going to throw this one over the first, and that's going to be out number 2 here on the Cubbies, as there's now a runner on second. Nice throw there from, of course, Mookie Betts, former Red Sox player. Of course, got traded to Los Angeles a couple of seasons ago. And, of course, been doing very well as their shortstop there in La La Land. Dansby Swanson will be next, former Braves player. And, of course, we're looking for big things from him. As we'll see here, 1 on, 2 out. Dansby, that ball's going to be taken for a wild pitch. And that was going to make the runner up go up 90 feet here from second to third. And now we have a runner in scoring position here. Now, we could possibly get a decent hit off of Shohei. If we can just hit this one, find a good pitch, hit this one back up the middle, and find a gap somewhere. And that will definitely bring in a runner and tie this ball game up now 1 apiece. But first, we got to get Dansby in position here, as we'll see now 23 pitches in. Shohei here throws this one there, and that is going to be a walk. So now 2 runners on board here now on the corners. And Cubbies can pretty much pick their base of where they want to throw to here. As the catcher will be up next here. We'll see what he can do. As he hits this one over the second baseman there. They're going to get the force out there at second, and that is going to retire the side, leaving 2 stranded. The Cubbies here got to try to get themselves back in this ball game here as we now jump to the top of the 4th. So Shohei Ohtani back up again here. The Blue Jays. Wrong team again. The Dodgers up still by 1 here. If I get one of these 2 teams' names right. We see Shohei again gets rung up for another strikeout. 4th strikeout now for Steele, as we take a look here at this StatCast here, presented by Google Cloud. Wish I was getting paid by them by saying that, but nonetheless, that's a nice 3 pitches there on Shohei, the last year's MVP in the National League. As we take a look here, and we'll see an 0-2 count there on Max Muncy, and he did not get a swing it out that one there, as he is unlucky that time around. And that's going to be now 2 away here. As now we'll see Hernandez be up next here. Steele celebrating there. Nice job there. He's done a good job here pitching so far here in these first 4 innings. Let's see if we can get out with another successful, hopefully a goose egg here as we get Hernandez out as he goes reaching there. And that is going to be strikeout number 5, I believe, for Steele. And Steele, there you see him looking right down, not being intimidated by these Dodgers at all. Dodgers still lead this one 1-0 here after 4.5 as we go now to the top half of the 6th. And we'll see Steele back out here again. And like I said, he's now 70 pitches in and having a really good game. He gets a base hit here. This is going to go out to Crow Armstrong, the center fielder. He's going to track this one down. And that's going to be a base hit there for Rojas. As we'll take a look at the replay here, and that is exactly where he wanted it there off that corner. And he just belts this one out there to left center field. Nice hustle there from our center fielder on that play. Now we'll see Freddie Freeman be up next here. And, of course, I get nervous about situations like this. But Freeman takes that one looking there, and he is frustrated as he just should have just picked up his bat and swung. That's strikeout number 9 now. As Steele is starting to rack him up here, starting to get in double digits here and get us a big strikeout now on Big Freddie, former Braves player. Of course, he helped win their most recent So World Series down there. So see a swing and a miss there. It'll be a strikeout, but we'll try to get the runner out there at third or at second there. And a stolen base there by Rojas. As now we'll see what we can do here with Mookie Betts. So we can't really get the double play I think we were trying to get. As we see the replay here, and it was just, yeah, right. He was there on time. No problem there. So we can't get the double play. So now we got to try to get Mookie out either by strikeout or try to get him pop out or ground out. This one's going to go up the middle there. That's going to be a base hit. Runner thinking about coming around third, but they're going to go ahead and cut him off. And that's a nice hit there from Mookie Betts. As that puts one runner on first and a runner on third on that hit. Look at this hit. Nice hit. And I love the sound of the bat in this damn game. Oh, my goodness, it's so great. So now Shohei Ohtani up to bat next here. He's got an 0-2 count. He's going to be struck out again. That's the third time now we have struck out Ohtani. As we'll take a look here again. Still, it's like, no, bro, you know, you're good at pitching. But, you know, when it comes to batting, yeah, you might be good at batting, but you're going to have to be good at something here. Just one of these things here tonight. And so far, it's been the pitching. Because right now, his team leads at 1-0. Go to the next bat here, and that's going to be Max Muncy as he's going to swing at a miss there for the second time now tonight. Nice strikeout there. As now we jump to the bottom of the sixth. Got to get the bats rattling here, but unfortunately, Carl Armstrong's not going to start off really well for us. As that's going to be strikeout number 8 for Ohtani. As Nico Horner is going to be up next, and we got to get our bats rattling here. We got to get a rally going here. We cannot be in this situation in games like this, especially a team like this late. Try to get a rally here. As we'll see, getting punked on the back there. I'm sure Horner's not going to be liking that at all. He's definitely going to be hurt in the morning on that one. As Birdie is now coming up to bat here. He's now struck out twice, I believe. He's 0 for 2 here. And there you see Clark again, trying to get the fans behind the Cubbies here. As we'll see what we can do here. It's Birdie up to next. See what he can do here on this 0-2. Try to avoid the double play here if we can. As he's going to pop this one here high and deep. It's going to go to left field. And that's going to be an easy out there for the Dodgers. Now that's 2 away here with 1 on. So now our right fielder coming up next here. It's going to be Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker struck out twice already here in tonight's game. There you see his numbers from last season. There he is in an 0-2 count. And 80 pitches in here. And, look at this here. This is a perfect. Goes deep. It goes back, and this ball is gone. 380 feet deep to left field, and that is going to be a 2-run dinger here late. Yes, definitely a big fly there as the Cubbies take a 1-run lead here, putting up 2 on the board here. Nice job from Tucker as he just goes back and just reads a great pitch and takes that one to the fence. Look at this play right here. He just got he knew he had every stitch of that ball there. As you see the great crack in the bat. And there you see the exit velocity there. Beautiful shot there. Now the manager is going to have to come out here and, of course, try to figure out what Shohei is up to here tonight. As he has been told he is done for the night here. So he gives up 2 runs here on that one swing there. Dodgers down by a run here, but we'll see who they're going to bring in from the bullpen. And it's going to be Kirby Yates, as you see there. Last numbers from last season. 61 games, 7-2 record. He had 2 holds. Of course, he's pitching 61 2/3 innings of work. We'll see if he can slow down this momentum right now that Chicago's having right now. And we'll see now with two out, nobody on here for Suzuki. Suzuki pops this one here, and he scores that one up nicely in shallow center field for a base hit. And that's going to put a runner on board with 2 away now here for the Cubbies. As Yates now has to figure out what he needs to do here to stop this from this hitting continuing from these Cubbies. As Ian Happ will be up next. Happ has not recorded a hit just yet. And there you see they get the force out there at second. That will end the side as Kyle Tucker comes into the game here, puts up a 2 spot over to the left field, and that puts the Cubbies up by a run here. as we in the bottom half of the 6th. Let's see if we can keep this gravy train going now as we go to the top half of the 7th. And the Cubbies are going to bring in a reliever here, as Theobar will come out here. 59 games last season, 2-4, 10 holds. He also had an ERA of 5.32. So his job mainly is just to come in the 7th here, try to get 1, 2, 3, and get out before anything else happens. And right now, he's kind of in the heart of the order right now of these Dodgers. As this is going to get popped over to right field, and easy play there for Tucker getting underneath. That's now 1 away. So now we'll see Will Smith will be up next here. He has not recorded a hit yet, as he hits this one here high and deep, and this is going to go over the head. No, it does not go over the head of Happ. Happ is there on time, and he is going to track that one down left for out number 2. Andy Pages is next, and we'll see what Page can do here as he hits this one there to Turner. Ground ball over to first base, and that is going to be it. So a quick 1, 2, 3 here for these Cubbies, as the Cubbies, of course, the tradition here in the Cubby Stadium is 7-inning stretch here for Take Me Out to the Ball Game there. I wonder what celebrity have there for that for this opening night here. But now we're taking on a new pitcher here, and it's going to be Alex Vesia. He is 67 games last season. He's, of course, we'll see what we can do against him, as he's going to be facing Justin Turner here. Turner 0 for 2 here today. We need a big bat from here in this, especially in this situation we're in right now, just up by a run. That's not going to be enough here, especially against these Dodgers, who could definitely turn around and come back quickly. But Turner will strike out. So Dansby Swanson will be up next. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. We'll see what Swanson can do here against Vesia. 3 pitches in here. Vesia looking pretty good. As they'll see a hit there, a knock over to short or to the second baseman, and that's going to be out number 2 on the Cubbies. And Swanson tried to poke that one through the infield, but no such luck. And now Amada here will be up next here, the catcher. There you see he's 0 for 2 here. He's struck out and ground out already. Let's see if he can keep this inning alive with a 2-out rally. Looking for a base hit, as he'll pop this one here high, and this is going to be short out to center. Nice base hit there, and that's going to keep the bottom of the 7th alive now for the Cubbies, as they still lead us by 1 run. So Pete Crow Armstrong, 1 for 2 already here in today's game, and that pitch is going to be wild at some, as the catcher, our own catcher, decides not to go for it there. Smart thinking there. So now Pete up to bat here. We'll see what he can try to do and see if we can move this runner up 90 feet and, of course, get on base himself. As he's looking at a 1-0 count. And that one's going to brush him off the batter's box there. That was a slide, and that was deep in there. So now 2-0 count here for Pete. He's going to swing and a miss, and now it makes it 2-1. So now Pete has got to get something here. He's got to get something juicy down the middle here, and he got a good piece of that one. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to move him over to now runners in first and second. So nice hit there to left field, as now this inning still inning's still live with 2 outs. So now Nico Horner now up to back next here. Let's see what Nico can do. And so you see 0 for 2. He got hit by a pitch earlier. Of course, he came in as one of the runs for us. And of course, he was sitting there as Kyle Tucker hit a 2-run shot over there to left field. We'll see what he can do. As Nico up to bat here. Nico hits this one there, and it squares that one pretty well, but the second baseman's there on time. Gets there and throws him out there at first. Nice hustle there for the Dodgers making that play, but even better so as the Cubbies were trying to stay alive there, but come up short, as that was a base hit. That try to find some base hits there, but try to get some strung apart, about one another, but just could not bring anybody home. So Luke Little will be up next here as we'll make another pitching change. You see his numbers from last season. Tommy Edman here up next. As he is He's looking at a ground out and I think a strikeout already here today, as we'll see a pitch there, and that's an 0-2 count, and that's going to ring him up as he is looking at the ref, at the ump there, and thinking like, I don't know where you're calling that from, but okay. So now 0-1 count here for Rojas as Rojas swings this one out to center field. Nice play there from the center fielder. Makes a great catch, and that's going to end that's going to be out number 2 now. As Freddie Freeman will be up next. This will be Freeman's 4th appearance now at the plate. So far, he's 0 for 3. And we've done a good job here of, well, not so much a good job there on filling that play there from our pitcher. But we've done a good job here, at least to this point, keeping Freeman off the base pass there. Of course, he gets his first hit now. Now Mookie Betts is up next here. Top of the 8-2 out. Ground ball here to Birdie. Birdie here, take his time here, throwing the first, and he's going to get there. And that is going to end the side. As now we go to the bottom of the 8th here and try to see what we can get going for ourselves. As we lead it by 1 run here. It's pretty much a tightrope here situation for us. As now we'll go to the 9th inning here. So this will really show something. Little still out there. We'll see Shohei Ohtani with a 2-2 count. Nobody out, nobody on. And that's going to be a strikeout. Another one there for him. I believe that is strikeout number, 2 on him? Wow. So we really did a good job there of keeping him quiet. Now we're going to bring in our closer. And we're going to try to see, with 2 outs still remaining, we'll see if we can get a quick work here from Porter Hodge. Porter Hodge, 39 games last season, 3-1. He had 9 saves and 12 opportunities for saves last season, a 1.88 ERA, and he pitched 43 innings last season. Let's see if we can get him to get a quick 3 and out. First up will be Max Muncy. And it's Max Muncy looking at a 2-0-2 count, and he's going to take that one looking outside. And that's going to be out number 2 here for the Dodgers. As the Dodgers, part of the order here, not really doing too much here. I think they're trying to rely too much on the ump calling some calls when they're swaying their direction, but not so the case, as Hernandez will be up next. He's got a 0-2 count. He's going to pop this one up on that 4-seam fastball high and inside, and it's going to be still 0-2. Hernandez now got another 0-2 pitch here. Hodge trying to get out of the inning here and keep the game as where it's at with a 1-run lead, and looking for his first save of the season, as that'll be ball number 1. 1-2 count here. Pitch, and that's going to be a ball as well. So Hodge, he needs to find out where this strike zone is at here if he wants to keep this game where it's at. Hernandez, of course, needs to find a pitch here to try to get back in the ball game here, and he's not going to find it as that sweeping pitch there gets on him, and that is going to be your ball game. Cubbies come out of the win here today as they can raise up the W here tonight and indicate a win here as the Cubbies win this one here 2-1 is your final, as they are clutch towards the the 7th inning as Tucker hit that 2-run shot out there to left, and that put us on the board here. And since then we were set on cruise control for the rest of the game. Play some really good defense. Could have opened it up a little bit more in the 8th inning, but apparently that was not going to be the case there, as we could not get that base hit. But nonetheless here, great win here to start off the season here at home in front of the home crowd on opening day. Getting a nice victory. Nice job there for the Cubbies. Go Cubbies as they get the first win of the season. So congratulations there. Of course, Steele is your winner in this one. He get his first win of the season. Of course, there you see Hodge will get his first save of the season. Surprisingly enough, Shohei Ohtani, he was pretty solid in the first couple of innings there, but then he started he was getting a little wobbly, a little shaky there in the 6th. As we it was the 6th inning, yeah. Oh, sorry, I thought I said 7th, but yeah, it's the 6th inning. Started a little shaking, a little wobbly there, and 5 2/3 innings there for him in this one. He was over 4 in the batting there, so I'm assuming that tomorrow in Game 2, he's going to have a different story to tell us. He'll pick up his first loss of the season. 5 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts there for Shohei Ohtani. There you see Birdie was 0 for 4. Happ was 0 for 3. Turner was 0 for 3. Swanson was 0 for 2, as he did get walked. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. All the guys that really didn't contribute. Well, I say Horner was also 0 for 3. But Justin, he did a great job there. Pitched a hell of a game. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, no walks, 11 strikeouts. And he ends the game with a $1.50 as a ERA. So let's take a look at the standings right now. Of course, nobody's played just yet. There's only 2 teams that are playing in any of all baseball. And of course, we pick up our first win of the season. So Imanaga is the next pitcher here for us, and he is a 85 overall pitcher from Japan. This is last year was his first year in the majors as a pitcher for the Cubbies, and hopefully this year we will see more from him. He is 31 years of age, so he is up there in age, but he's played a lot of baseball over in Japan as well, coming to the majors now here, and we're trying to see what we can do with him here, as we got at least a couple more seasons with him, and hopefully he'll be a good asset for us in that 1-2 punch when it comes to the pitching rotation. So there you see he's got a great stamina, and of course great break, velocity, control. So some really great numbers there. I like what I'm seeing. Last year, 15-3 for the season. Pitched over 170 innings. He gave up, looks like 149 hits, 66 runs, 58 of them were earned. Gave up 27 home runs and 28 walks. And of course, he struck out 174. His ERA last season was 2.91. His WHIP was 1.02. And he had looked like he had 19 quality starts, no shutouts, no complete games. But his WAR number is 3.2. So not bad for him for this season, as he is, like I said, this is his second full year, starting his second year here with us, and we're hoping that good things will come. Now, Blake Snell, of course, he's been in the majors for quite some time. He's a potential 92 overall. He's 32 years of age, so he's right now right in the middle of his prime. 6'4", 225 pounds for the state of Washington. He's a southpaw as well. As you see here, he played with San Francisco last season. He was 5-3 for San Francisco. He had 20 appearances, and there you see for his numbers from last year, just over 100 pitches, 100 innings, I should say, for the season. He spent most of his career in San Diego, and you take a look at his numbers from last year: 145 pitches, or 145 strikeouts, gave up 6 home runs, walked 44. So he's not known to give up too many home runs, but he will walk guys if he has to. 10 quality starts. He had 1 complete game and 1 shutout. And take a look at his WAR. It's at 3.4. So, Blake Snell's going to be a great matchup here for day 2. And we're hoping to go out here. Of course, Shohei Ohtani will be the DH. But instead of playing a full game, then we'll do this from time to time, we're going to do a player lock. So today we're going to go to finish off this series here with the Dodgers. We're going to player lock Kyle Tucker here. As you see here, 93 overall, a potential, 6'4", 212 pounds from Florida. He's 28 years of age. He's been in the league for 5 seasons. He was not number one, but a first-round draft pick in 2015. And so far, he is living up to the potential that a lot of MLB scouts have predicted. So we'll see what he can do here in this player lock series. Now, if you're not familiar with player lock, at least here on this channel when we do a player lock, for the most part, it is pretty much like a road to the show. We basically play the full game, or we basically play the game, but we play it in the role of the single player. So you'll basically see all the at bats, all the pitches, and stuff, similar to my road to show here that I have on this channel, as well over on the second channel. Little side note there, over on ESGNet Plus LP, as we got 2 road shows over there with Deshaun King and also with Alex Humberto. And then, of course, over here we have a plethora of different players in different positions. You got the Roadshow Series with Simon Unger, who's a shortstop. We got Theo Bonds, who's a first baseman, or excuse me, a third baseman. You got Rashad Bolden, who's a first baseman, and then you got a catcher by Colby Bear, and a couple other. We got 2 pitchers. One's a starter by the name of Diego Torres, who has history with the Cubbies, actually. Definitely go check it out if you guys want to. He plays for the Reds right now. And then, of course, we got Shohei Ohtani, who is with the San Diego Padres. So as we take a look here, of course, the new thing they have in the game here called game storylines there to give you show you what happened in the last game or what's been going on in the series so far here. And of course, Kyle Tucker, he's by himself up there in the home run for the National League, as he has 1 home run to lead the league right now. So here we are in game number 2 here on a beautiful beautiful spring evening here in Chicago on the north side, as we'll see some action here. Now remember, we're just playing as Tucker, so we'll see him in right field here. So we'll see what we can do here. Ooh, Freddie Freeman hits this one here high and deep. And we got to, oh, shoot, we got to get this one. Okay, come on. And, of course, I am not really familiar with Road to Show, at least with the Showtime, because in years past, I tried it when they first brought it out. I liked it, was okay, but then since then, they've really kind of messed with it, and I'm just not, like, timing-wise, I'm like, nope, I just want to do it based off the players' ratings, not this whole, mini game. So I need to turn that off. I got to make a note of that. Please turn off Showtime. Okay, there we go. So there you see the Freeman there dancing at second. He gets a double. So the first at bat here for Kyle Tucker, 250 right now for the season here, as he's got nobody on board and 1 out. Excuse me. He's going to go ahead and first pitch is going to be a strike. So Blake Snell here, we got to try to get some damage, do some damage here to him. As Cubbies already lead this 1-0 here, so we had a pretty good. Whoever did that, thank you so much. Took a little pressure off of us here. And we'll see Kyle Tucker here hits this one here high and deep. This is going out to left field. This is going back. This is going deep. This is going to be caught. Wow. A little dramatic there, but okay. It just hung up there for a while. So now we'll see here. Hap hit a 3-run home run there, which puts us now 4-0. So as we now go to the bottom of the third here with nobody out. So wow, we were really, Dave Roberts here is probably like, man, what is going on with us? As we see here, 0-1 count for Tucker. And he takes another whiff there. That makes 0-2. So we definitely got to be have our batter's eye here if we don't want to strike out here. This one is going to get hit high and deep. This is just not enough to scream out of the ballpark here, as that's going to be a deep fly ball to center. And that is going to retire our Kyle Tucker here, as that's going to be out number 1. So now we go to the top of the 5th here, as we see Smith had a solo shot there for the Dodgers. So now Andy Page will be up next here. It's 4-1. Cubbies still lead this one here with a full count for Page. As this one's going down the right field line here. This one's going to hop and jump over the wall there. And that is going to be our ground rule double there for Page, as we just could not get there. And even, if we had speed, I guess we could have got there. But, that one's going to definitely hop. That's going to be out of play there, so we can't really do much there. So we see Freeman hit a RBI single, which now makes it now 4-2. I like the idea they put that up in the left-hand corner there, letting you know what's going on. So I definitely going to have to try out. I'm thinking about possibly starting a new Road to Show, but I think I might have to try it now since I see that thing on the screen here helping us out. As we see a hit there. That one's going to go high and deep. This is going to go back, and this is good enough for a double, as the left fielder just lose track there. He didn't really hustle too much there. And, of course, I got to get used to these new settings here. I got to reset these to the settings I use, because I usually use the left stick to move either to advance the runner or to retreat the runner. And they have it as R2 to go forward and L2 to go backwards. So I'm definitely going to have to change that. Definitely have to make a mental note. I'm going to write that down as well. Okay, there we go. So now we'll see Suzuki up next here. He's 3-1 for at this at bat. And it's Clark there again on the clubhouse there. We'll see what we can try to do here as we'll see a 3-1 count. Suzuki takes this one there, and that's going to be ball 4. Now, as far as I know, I don't think Tucker has speed, so I don't think we'll be stealing here. I'm definitely going to have to write down my little cheat sheet card that I usually have that tells me what things guys can do and when it comes to base running, which are the runners and which ones can who's good at contact, who's good at power. As we see out number 2, but Danzy is able to move the runners of up 90 feet. And, whoa, what's going on? Oh no, Suzuki's got his knee is swollen, twice the size as normal. Oh no. So Michael Busch will have to come out here as a pinch runner. Hopefully Suzuki's knee is all right. We got to get him downstairs and see if trainers can work on that knee there and get that swelling down. Hopefully it's not too serious. But Justin Turner up to bat here. He has 2 on, 2 out. And he is going to get walked as now the bases are juiced. And we'll see who is going to be able to be the lucky man here. And it looks like it's going to be Carson Kelly, one of our he's our backup catcher here. He's going to start here tonight. So 9 home runs last season, several RBIs. We'll see what he can do here in this full count here. Base hit through the obviously through the past the infield here would be great as he see a ball there in the dirt, but well blocked there by the catcher. So not going to run on that. Now as I remember, Carson Kelly was on the Cardinals a couple years ago. I remember him from our Cardinals series. As we see, runner's going to go ahead and get there on first by way of the error, and that run's going to come in to score. Nice job there. As Muncy just, I think he threw that ball maybe got the first baseman off the bag there, I think. I'm predicting here. Let's see what happened. Oh, yeah, I threw him off the bag there. Threw Freddie off the bag there. So we leave now 5-2. So now we go to the bottom of the 6th. Tucker's up to bat again here. And this time Dave Roberts like, no, I seen what this kid do. He can do. I seen what this kid could do, and I seen what he did the last time he was up there, last game, especially late in the game. And nope, we're not. We're already down already. So Michael Busch will be up next here. He'll take the the designated hitting position where Suzuki was at, and we'll see. He'll get thrown out there at the plate, or he gets struck out there at the plate, and that'll be it for the inning. Cubbies lead it 5-2. Here in this ball game is the game of the week. As we now see Shohei Ohtani now coming up in the top half of the 8th. 5-2 is the ball game. It looks like we're going to be playing some defense here. Hopefully we can be able to track a ball down this time compared to last time. Of course, I think I'm not for sure how the bases are. I don't know if they're inverted to the way of the pit or the way of the. Okay, yeah, they are. Or no, they're opposite. They're opposite. As you see here, we got to do this little mini game here to throw the ball in. Runner from second is going to advance to third. Which will place runners now on the corner. So go to the bottom half of the 8th coming up here for Tucker. And there you see the game update there. 2-run shot there from Horner makes it now 7-6. Also some damage there from the Dodgers as well. As we'll see the next first pitch here in this at bat. It's going to be a sinker in the dirt. Looking at a 1-0 count. So Blake Trinan is in the game here. And he is trying to keep these Cubbies where they're at. See Kyle here hits this one high and deep over to the left. This is going to go back. This is deep, and it's just going to be warning track power. As it was, thought we had that one. At least try to get off the wall there in the ivy. But it is going to be just a loud fly ball out. Tommy Edman is up next. He's 0 for 3. And we'll try to see what we can do here. Top of the 9th here, 0-1 count. Try to track this one down here as we got to get 2. No, we cannot get to that one there. That is going to hurt us here. Hopefully not too much. As now we'll see a throw here from Crow Armstrong, and Armstrong's going to throw this one to, he's going to, whoa, he got it. Whoa, what a play there. Tommy was trying to go for a in the park home run, which rightfully so, because I missed it completely, whiffed on it. But oh, look at that, Crow Armstrong, and name says it all. Armstrong throws a good throw there and gets the runner out at the plate. Nice hustle, nice job there. So now we'll see Kim up to bat next here for the Dodgers. There's 2 out and 1 on here, still in the top of the 9th, and ground ball there, and the second baseman to get there, and he is going to win. And that is going to be a win. Cubbies pick up the win here, and they're now 2-0 for the season, defeating the World Series champions from last season. Could that be a precursor of possibly a little foreshadowing of of the season? Nah, I don't know. You never know. But nonetheless, we pick up 2 wins. We beat the Dodgers at home. Of course, like I said, this was supposed to be the Tokyo series, which I was trying my best to find a decent Tokyo Dome in the game, but there's something wrong with the stadium creator. So is it just me, or I don't know, but I think there's some, at least I've seen some people say there are some issues with it. So hopefully San Diego Studios, if you're listening, can you fix it? Not to mention someone go out there and create a Tokyo Dome, because I would love to play that instead than here at home. But nonetheless, regardless, we get the win. Nice victory there for us. And Nico is your player of the game, 2 for 5 for him in this one. As we take a look at some of the stats here from the Dodgers, and this was just a rough go for them. They ended up losing by 1 again here on the second straight night. So I'm sure when we play against them here, I think we play against them here in about in a month's time, they are definitely going to be making it tough for us there in LA. But Blake Snell, only 3 innings for Blake Snell. He gave up 4 runs in those three innings there. ERA at 12, 5 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. Glasgow tries to do his best there, but he gave up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts there. And then after that, it was just pretty much the bullpen just could not do anything for them. So, and like I said, I checked the sliders, checked the settings, and everything was legit. So, because I'm using Operation sliders that I found that I use quite often from years past, and the pitching. I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually played a franchise, and especially using pitchers. And it just seemed like this year the game's a little more smoother compared to what I was playing in 23. So, but I like the settings I have. They're pretty much legit. I don't do too much of the slider set. I just maybe move 1 or 2 things for both. I try to balance it out for both the user and the computer. And these are sliders I've used over years now, so they're pretty competitive. You got close games like you see right here, and just like in the last game there. So yeah, it really comes down to, I try to make it where I need to learn how to pitch. I need to learn how to pitch, accurately and a lot more solid. So if you want to know, that's what my slider says. Really more focused on the pitching side than it is on the hitting side. But you see there, we're on a 2-game winning streak there, and so far I really like this team for the most part. Now, speaking of liking the team, I'm thinking about possibly bringing some players here to help us out, and I see a couple of free agents, and there's some pretty decent guys out there. Now, if you see some of these free agents you see here, or you know some free agents that are on the game, should we bring some free agents in? Guys like JD Martinez, he's 37. He's still got some pretty good power bat. He's good with lefties, and especially with lefties there. That would be really nice. Contact needs a little help on both sides, lefties and righties. But, for the most part, he's, pretty decent. We can use him as a DH to kind of help out Suzuki here from time to time. I was thinking about using him in that situation. He's B potential, 77 overall. Could we bring back Rizzo? Former Cubby, will help us win the World Series back in 2016. B potential. He is kind of trending down on some things there, but he's 35. He's still, he's kind of at the peak of his prime. We could probably use him, in the first base position, especially DH from time to time. Where else? I'm trying to think. Oh no, he doesn't handle the second position, so it'd be first base really. But like I said, we could use him at DH in that situation there. But I would like to bring him back, help us out. He was with the Yankees last season. Jose Abreu is another player, a potential 63 overall. He's 38 years of age. Wow, I didn't realize he was that old. Dang. I'm older than him, but still, like, damn. I thought he was a little younger than that. I thought he was his lower 30s. But nonetheless, there's some players we can bring back, or if there's any other players you think we should, potentially go after for free agency, or are there some trades later on in the season we can go after, guys that you think will be a good fit for us? But of course, I know that's getting too far ahead, but we're going to be kind of moving through the series pretty quickly, and I kind of want to throw that out there and get some ideas from you guys of who we should do. But coming up in the next episode, it'll be a farm report, I believe, from the farm. We'll play a game. We'll play a couple games down there in Iowa. They're in Des Moines with our Iowa Cubbies. We'll see what they're up to. They're taking on the St. Paul Saints. That'll be a 3-game series, I believe. We'll start off the season there in AAA. And also, I don't know if we're going to do I want to do a player lock like we did in today's episode, but we could play a full game and then do a player lock the last 2 games there. And of course, we'll also go back with the major league team. They'll be in Arizona, and we'll see some action from that as well. We'll take our first road trip of the season to the desert and take on the Diamondbacks, and a nice, I believe, it's a 3-game set there with them. So, if you guys enjoyed the series, I think this is kind of how the series will be like from most of the time. We'll play a full game, we'll have a full game or feature game or whatever, and then we'll do kind of a road to show, player lock thing or something like that. But and then occasionally, like I said, every month we'll go down to the minors to check out our AAA team and our major league team, or our AAA and AA, excuse me. But that's it for this episode. Go Cubs, go! If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. And, of course, hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of this series or any other series that happens to drop here on ESGNet Plus LP. As well as there's, like I said, links to our main channel over on ESGNet. And, of course, all the road shows from that series, from that channel over there is on the in that list down below in the description. So definitely check it out, you guys. It's like I said, this is gonna be a fun series. I can't wait to do it. I've already got several episodes, ready to go for you guys. And like I said, I'm looking forward to playing as the Cubbies. But that's it for me. As always, again, take care of yourself and each other. Keep each other healthy, and I will see you all next time.